What we got here is a failure to communicate.
Take a look. The red flags are there. You are not communicating effectively. Communication issues may be inhibiting your effectiveness as a project manager, thus hurting your ability to lead your project team and crippling your project. We will be showing you scenarios of positive and negative communication forms and how it affects team members. In the next scene, notice the reaction of team members following a poorly communicated email message from their manager.
Hey, Vanessa, how was the concert?
Oh, you didn't hear? It was canceled.
Wow, I hope you get your money back.
Yeah, hope so.
Oh my gosh, guys, you have to look at this email. Get over here quick.
What the hell is that about?
I don't know. We should probably head over to his office to talk to him about it.
Yeah, let's go.
The four most common methods of communication used by managers are interpersonal, nonverbal, oral, and written. Interpersonal communication is the process by which people exchange information, feelings, and meaning through verbal and nonverbal messages. The foundation for all people skills is the ability to communicate effectively on interpersonal levels, regardless of whether the communication is taking place between two people in the same room or between two members of a virtual team operating from distant locations. Many of us understand how demoralizing it can be to work under an unprofessional project manager. Professionalism involves treating your team members with respect. Before you speak to your team members, ask yourself how you would feel hearing the message you're about to deliver. Effective interpersonal communication includes listening to your team's ideas and encouraging them to take ownership of their work. Did you know that the majority of what you communicate to people on a daily basis is done without words? A key aspect of communication is nonverbal communication, which simply put is the transmission of a message without the use of words. Nonverbal communication accounts for a whopping 85% of how you communicate. Components of nonverbal communication include the pitch, speed, tone, and volume of your voice, your body posture, stance, and proximity to the listener, the gestures and facial expressions you make, such as eye movement and eye contact, as well as your dress and appearance. Shown here are nonverbal actions that can be distracting and deliver the message that you are nervous or insecure. It can be difficult to motivate your project team if you display a lack of confidence through nonverbal actions when you interact with them. Studies show that over 80% of communication is spent in speaking and listening. Understanding these skills is not just desirable, but critical. Speaking in person is by far the most effective method of oral communication. Listening is just as important to effective oral communication as speaking. To listen effectively, you need to be aware of and overcome internal and external barriers you may have and put effective listening techniques into practice. The key to oral communication is to know how and when to use it. Here are a few tips on how to enhance your oral communication. Talk in a low pitch, as it carries better. Avoid ending your sentences with an upward tone, as you do when asking a question. It makes you sound uncertain. An example of this would be, I think I should take on that responsibility, versus, I think I should take on that responsibility. Written communication is the final form we'll discuss. Frequently used examples are email, memos, and reports. Written communication has many advantages to include managers being able to communicate messages quickly to individuals despite their geographical location, allowing for reflection and the opportunity to refine messages, and providing a formal record of messages that are being sent. In the clip shown earlier, do you recall the recipient's immediate reaction? The true meaning of the email was misunderstood by the receiver because it contained inappropriate tone, incorrect grammar, and a lack of professional courtesy.
Come on in.
Hi.
Hello, good morning.
Hey,
I take it you guys got my email.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it already.
And? Did you figure out what I was talking about in there?
Well, there really wasn't too much detail in it.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, it seems like for some reason I have to do everything around here. You guys should have figured out that we were having problems with customer service. Our customer service component is lacking big time. and nobody brought it to my attention. I have to find out from the customer service people, and now we have to hire somebody else to pick up that slack. Hopefully this would help, but you guys need to be a little bit more proactive than me having to follow up with you guys and be reactive. Anyway, so that's that. That was what the email was about, since you guys didn't get it.
The scene you just viewed was an example of poor communication skills as displayed by the manager's poor body language, degrading comments, and accusational tone. To avoid these common mistakes, the sender of this email should have set clear expectations and provided enough detail for the receiver to understand the message. It is also important to understand your audience and write in an appropriate manner.
Yeah, you guys come on in.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Sit down. Hey. So you guys got my email?
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to give you guys a heads up about what's going on. We've had some complaints with, not so favorable complaints about customer service. And I realize we're working hard, we have so many things we're doing, keeping our projects on schedule, but of course we're lagging by not responding to those customer service issues. So what I've done is hire somebody else. So she should be starting sometime next week. Bring her on. She's going to be solely dealing with all this customer service stuff, and hopefully that will free us up.
I think that would be good for the department.
Great.
Really help us out.
Good. So we'll
Thanks
see
for
how it
bringing
goes.
us in.
No problem. Talk to you guys soon.
All right. So let's recap. The four most common types of communication used by managers are interpersonal, nonverbal, oral, and written communication. Interpersonal communication can involve a one-on-one conversation or a group of people interacting in a face-to-face environment. Nonverbal communication is the process of communicating through sending and receiving wordless cues between people, such as gestures, facial expressions, tone, and appearance. Oral communication refers to spoken verbal communication, and written communication refers to messages transmitted through writing. It is imperative for you, as project managers, to work on enhancing your skills in each one of these categories. Refer back to the do's and don'ts in this presentation for guidance. For more information or to test your knowledge of what you've learned here, please visit www.communicatewell.com. Thank you.